ngal kontong telem Omar Wally comme ali alo nyameng carte fo ke tele kunu dibité bumoto menketa pour mol men yalon ko be Gambia bantala fo ida sibulanu carte final atole ba bari nata jele ko dibité jama be je men yalon ko Barrow la man sakundala kono ko Barrow la MPP dibité wol aning NRP ni some independent candidates in Manson opposing Talada. Safono they opposed the idea and they voted against it. So Nim Pussy Vakata Diamo Casiale in Nila technicalities when I be well called in the constitution here and there and so on. But we shouldn't be surprised. Barrow is a guy who has no regard for democracy, rule of law, whatever you call it. This is the guy who called Gambians in diaspora, knowing the contribution he made, but a lot of he refused to implement Janet Commission. He refused to, implement the TRRC finding. I asked Ayebam for draft constitution on Minyanta Kana. He refused to reform the security sector, and many other things. Come Mandingol coming for the wrong. Keba Dibikono Lola, Nimol Media, the Fonke Fangele. Barrow Nuko, I alone Fananko, ala popularity has the window. Barrow Alanko not a lot. Of course, with the diaspora vote, of course he will not make it. So we'll be able to call those people should not. But we know what is happening at the National Assembly. Of course, we have the Gambian version of Gulegude, Sirinjaya and others. Many along Mola, Hartford, whatever you call it. That's what they are. Well, let other side, they are undermining democracy, they are undermining rule of law, they don't want the inclusion. What Barrow failed to understand is that Gambia Mubanko, the Mengalongo, he is not even providing jobs to people. It is these people in the diaspora who are helping him to steer the affairs of that country. Nin diaspora no them, and many other things. But at him against those people and the majority of Gambians, he will not win. But we will just go back to the same thing. More or less sort of the many Alanko, they were entrenched, but they were able to, people were able to kick them out of office. So if Barrow thinks, this is the right thing for him to do, I can say he's, but he can do anything. This is a man, like I said, from the draft to the Janet Commission to the TRRC, he went up to an extent of forming an alliance with Jammeh. Okay? So Nimmo Yoki, despite all the human rights violations, the atrocities and so on, if he can go to that extent to try to form a coalition with Jammeh, this is a guy who even went to Kiam sometimes last year, targeting a particular ethnic group, but here he is, using his people, telling them to deprive other Gambians. Many of them are outside of the country. What they did, they just undermined. I don't even know whether they know the implications. You see, a few years ago, 2012, Malawi had a president called Bingwa Mutharika. When he died on the 5th. So those in his cabinet, they refused to inform, the general public that the president died up to 2 days. Menyanda Kasiano was Joyce Banda. Because they want to undermine Joyce, the president had a brother in the cabinet, or foreign minister, to replace the brother. It's called the Midnight Six, the Midnight Six of Malawi. You will see. So these are things that keep on happening in different ways, in different countries. Selfish individuals, 6 people in Malawi try to undermine the rule of law. So we have seen what is happening in the Gambia today. But Barrow Malongo, all these things are going to come and haunt him. Nimbanta Foman he will go to jail before Ajam. You refuse to reform the security. Mbealongo Barrow abe koku kurukuru kambi. He just want to go for that time. You refuse to reform the security. But he failed to realize, whatever happens after 2026, Senegal Lembang, Nigeria Lembang, Ghana Lembang, they will pull their people out of that country. So who are you going to be left there with? Sorry. It's so windy. Let me just put my jacket on. I'm sitting outside. So later, someone doing like a So like I said, he refused to do all those things. So what is going to haunt him at the end of the day? Yem men Bali not to vote in the election. Imalonko, these people, they have so much influence back home. These are the people, they put an end to Jammeh's family. But you know, Barrow from Ireland, the power and so on, the diaspora contributed. There is no willingness. Barrow doesn't show any willingness. He doesn't seem to care about anything. All what he cares is, and those small group of people, is to, Barrow agreed to put it on top of the rights of Gambians who lives outside of the country. So, okay, this is an eye-opener for those in diaspora. I think Barrow has shown he doesn't care anymore. So, those in diaspora also show him their true colors. Obviously, he's not going to win 2026. And the way and manner they did towards Jammeh, certainly he's going to be at the same front. So, this is, imagine that Barrow doesn't care about anything in Gambia. All what he cares are Modama. Na constitution ama songaita. Yana commission ama implement. TRRC ama implement. Security sector reform ama sonaka. FMPM5 things at the interest he doesn't care. So I think what is going to happen here is all these things will come to play. Gambians in diaspora will be able to vote when Barrow is finally kicked out of office. Gambia will have two-term limits constitution when Barrow is kicked out of office. So now, like I said, because when you tell people removing president, people always think about coup d'etats. No, there's a popular uprising. No matter how divided people are, no matter how fragmented people are, when they are poor, they will be united. And if they are united, they will come after somebody who is responsible for that. So that's what he fails to understand. One last time, it is the biggest worry supposed to be Gambians. Omar al-Bashir became president of Sudan from 1986 onward. Guess what happened? They kick him out because of Mburo Mansolo. So he is playing with fire. You put all these mediocres together, this is what is going to you will be able to overstretch your office doing this way. It's not going to work. So Ninim diaspora pull the plugs. Bango Mamera Asambobe Sona label, I don't think so. Because as you do now, guys, is this sila now nimfante buntu ngokono. Omonobuka sona sumayade. So let's do what we will do to kick this man out of office. And whoever comes 2026, then we put efforts together to make sure we put an end to this nonsense. They look up to people. What is happening? So Makila didn't them. Maki has to be forced out of office. Guinea-Bissau President Tamo Banda, he has to be forced out of office. So the same thing, so this man, he can do similar thing, which will not work for him. So, diaspora, they know how to play their cards, and they know how to tackle this thing.